1805. 30 American men are lost in the Rocky Mountains, starving with no idea which way to go. The only thing standing between them and death is a 16-year-old girl with a baby on her back. This is Sacagawea, and without her, America as we know it wouldn't exist. 5 years earlier, an 11-year-old Shoshone girl named Sacagawea is kidnapped by Hidatsa raiders. Torn from her family, she's taken hundreds of miles from home. At 13, she's sold as a wife to a French-Canadian fur trapper named Toussaint Charbonneau, a man twice her age. She has no choice. She's property. Winter, 1804. Lewis and Clark are planning an expedition to map the uncharted West and find a route to the Pacific Ocean. They hire Sacagawea's husband as a translator. They don't know it yet, but they didn't hire the right person. February 1805. Sacagawea gives birth in the middle of a North Dakota winter in a frontier fort in brutal conditions. Her son, Jean-Baptiste, is born. 2 months later, she's expected to walk thousands of miles through uncharted wilderness with a newborn on her back. And she does. Here's what Lewis and Clark don't expect. Sacagawea isn't just a translator. She knows which plants are edible and which will kill you. She knows where to find water in the desert. She knows how to survive. The teenage mother is teaching 30 grown men how to stay alive. When a boat capsizes and expedition journals start floating downstream, the men panic. Sacagawea, with her baby still strapped to her back, calmly swims through rapids and saves nearly everything. Lewis writes in his journal that her quick thinking saved the entire expedition's records. August 1805. The expedition reaches Shoshone territory. They desperately need horses to cross the mountains. Sacagawea arrives to translate. The chief enters, and she recognizes him. It's Kamiawait, her brother, the family she was stolen from 5 years ago. This impossible reunion saves the expedition. Because of their connection, the Shoshone provide horses and guides. Without this moment, Lewis and Clark never make it to the Pacific. Here's what they didn't write in most history books. Sacagawea wasn't just along for the ride. Her presence signaled peace to tribes. A war party doesn't bring a woman and baby. She identified trails. She found food when they were starving. She saved their records. She reunited with family at the exact moment they needed horses. She was 16 years old, enslaved, carrying a baby, and she was the most important member of the Corps of Discovery. When the expedition ended, every man was paid $500 and given land. Sacagawea was paid nothing. She was property. She couldn't own land. She couldn't vote. History barely remembered her name. Sacagawea died young, possibly at 24. But her impact was infinite. She proved that courage has no age. That strength isn't about power, it's about endurance. She was kidnapped, enslaved, erased from her own story. But without her, the map of America would look completely different. She opened the West. She just wasn't allowed to own any of it.